Welcome back. My name is Dr. Alan Halls, and I'd like to take you on a tour of the reseller area of ReminderDental. So the reseller area is a robust platform that allows a new or existing business to either add value to their products, create new products, or to access dental data to improve their products. And so let me show you a little bit more about the ReminderDental program so that you can understand what we're talking about. All right, so as a reseller, you're responsible for the sales, installation, training, and handling first-level support. And so obviously, as a reseller, you're in charge of sales. Installation, that would be installing the software on the server, making sure that's configured. We're going to have a video series that trains you on how to do that for each of the platforms. Training the customers how to use it. A lot of them have some questions. We have an extensive video library, and so it should handle everybody's questions. However, there are some people that just want to rely on person-to-person interactions, and they don't want to use the documentation. That's an excellent reason why we're putting together the reseller program. Is ReminderDental is a technology company, and so we've put together the technology that allows the companies to customers to solve the problems themselves. If they want customer service, we're going to work with customer service-based companies, such as potentially yourself. And then first level support, and I'll give you an example of what that might look like here in a little bit. Now there's several different ways to use ReminderDental. The first is as a white label, and I'll show you the difference between a white label and the ReminderDental reseller. Okay, there's not a big price difference between the two, but there is some. The data integration. So what data integration does is, let's say you're like one of our offices we've worked with that has hundreds of locations. They need access to recall information. Their current solution is to remote in to each office individually, generate reports, and export those reports, and then work with those reports for the next 2 weeks. Now, things change regularly, and they're contacting patients who have already rescheduled by working with the front desk. The problem is that they don't have accurate, up-to-date information. ReminderDental can fix that through data integration. We have another company that needed patient contact info for their application. They needed appointments, they needed balances, they needed lots of information. And they had tried working with other data integrators before, and it just wasn't working. ReminderDental is an outstanding solution because it's streamlined with this in mind. You supply the SQL queries that you want run. If you don't have the ability to do that, you'll have to work with us and we'll charge you for it, but we'll make it happen. It's just whether or not you have the technical ability or we have to do it. And so let me show you what it ends up looking like. So you tell you give us the query that outputs this data in a table. Our application will convert it to JSON data, and we can post it then anywhere you want. So if you've got an API that you want us to send this data to, you can. That these reports are available on a daily, hourly, or even up to 5 minutes. Depends on what makes sense, and also what your servers can handle. We've had some practices or businesses that as we were sending them data, they were using the Amazon cloud servers, and they just literally couldn't keep up with the amount of data that we were sending, and so we had to slow it down, and which was fine because they actually only needed information every hour or even less than that. So let's take you into the dashboard of ReminderDental, and I'll show you of the reseller portal and show you where we go from there. All right. So the dashboard will show you just kind of an overview of where you're at. And so as we continue on from here, forgive me, we've disguised all of the identifiable information. But what I want to show you is here where it says reseller's account. That would be normally your business name. It can have your color scheme for this top bar and these left-hand menus to make it feel maybe a little more cohesive to a product that you already have. All right. So as we go into the offices, as I said, we're going to go ahead and hide the identifiable information, but it'll give you a list of the offices that your company is working with. It gives you a list of the users. You can go in and you can disguise yourself as those users. It will tell you more about the financial information of when the billing started, how many times you've been billed, that type of information. Let's go into the customer support tickets. Okay, so these are this is a perfect example. Is there a way to create a new automated message to go out to our patients rather than using the ones already created? Okay, the answer is obviously yes. There's so many ways to do that, not necessarily so many ways, but so many different options as you do it to create whatever it is that they want. Okay, and but this is a training question. It is not a bug in the software. They're not saying, hey, this reminder should have gone out, but it didn't. That's actually one of our top questions is why didn't so-and-so get this message? And so we've got some training that we're doing that will walk you through how to determine why that person didn't get that message. Computers are amazing. They always follow the rules. If it didn't happen, there's a rule, there's a reason. And so we're going to teach you how to identify that the reason they didn't get their 3-day reminder is because they scheduled the appointment 2 days before, and so it couldn't get a 3-day reminder. Or because that patient has disabled notifications, or because we don't have an email address or a phone number, and so there's lots of little reasons, but those are not bugs, that's training. And so that's the first level support. And so then the next one is the reports. This gives you a real-time look at all of the practices, how often they're synchronizing, and so if they're saying, hey, our appointments haven't updated, why not? You can go in, you can look at it, and you can say, huh, that's interesting, it's been 22 minutes. Normally it happens every 5. And so you might look at which version of the software they're running. So in this case, it's 2.9.0.1, which is actually 3 versions out of date. Okay, and so when ReminderDental pushes out their updates, we don't necessarily touch all of the reseller accounts. We allow the resellers to focus on managing their services. And so these are some of the reasons why you might want to use the ReminderDental reseller program. And now let me show you why you might want to from a financial standpoint. And so, all right, sorry, with the transparency, it kind of makes our faces look funny. All right, so the question is always how are you going to make money? So we're going to make money, and that's fine, but how can you do it? So as a reseller, you're going to profit right off the bat. Okay, you have $10 a month, even if you sell it for exactly the same thing that we do. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it could add up. Now, but the reality is the reseller program is not designed necessarily for you to be reselling it for exactly the same thing we are. You're supposed to add value. And that value is through customer service, hand-holding, helping them do the setups, all of that. You are welcome to charge extra for that. You're welcome to bundle it with your products, your services. It adds stickiness. It adds value to your existing products. And so you're welcome to charge whatever you can. However, as you saw in the previous page, it does say powered by ReminderDental. Customers are going to know that we're a $50 a month company. And so you do need to add the value. They need to know, and so some good reasons to charge extra is for the managed support, or that allows them to call you anytime just for random questions. We have people that have called and said, can you proofread this email that I'm about to send to my customers? Or they want help sending out a mass email. They want help configuring their groups. We have videos for all of that, and they may not know where the video is. They may not want to watch the video. They may not have speakers or headphones, and they just want someone to talk to. And so if they want that level of support, then feel free to charge for it. The other thing is that ReminderDental in its basic form, for the standard office that's open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and it's super simple to configure ReminderDental. But when they have 8 practices, they've got shared office space in some of these locations with different companies. I've worked with companies that have a general dentist in these 3 chairs and an endodontist in these 3 chairs, totally separate company names, and they want different letterhead on each sets of communication. There's you can filter it by the operatory, the procedure, the provider, the day of the week. It can get complicated. Creating online forms and integrating it to the degree that they want. Custom HTML designed communications. Let's say they want fully customized templates where their recall emails look completely different than the appointment confirmation emails, that look different than the reactivation emails, and you as an HTML expert wants to customize it and just make it beautiful. You can. You get edge-to-edge customizability that can span widescreen 4K monitors down to a mobile phone. You can customize things to any degree that you want. Those are all valid value adds. We've got a company that bundles us with their product that does a pop-up for incoming caller ID, and they needed access to data. So not only did they need access to the data to populate their application, they also wanted to add value to their application or to the sale, and make the sale easier and make the product a little stickier. And so they're able to do all of that. The reviews, maybe they want somebody to just completely manage the reviews and transition all their reviews from Solution Reach, Lighthouse, Verdi, wherever their reviews live currently. We've got a platform that will help retrieve all of those and remarket to those same people their own review and asking them to move them to Google. Now, it's not that hard of a thing to do, but a lot of offices aren't doing it. And so they may want a company such as you to manage that process for them. And so those are all really good reasons why you might want to be a reseller. And I'll explain all of those reasons to the customers and encourage them to use a reseller. there are so many companies and people, especially dentists, that are the self-help people. Reminder Dental is great for people who want to help themselves. For people that want to have a more managed solution and where they don't touch it, then they're going to want to work with somebody like you. And so that's what I've got to share with you about the reseller program. I look forward to working with you. If it's something that you're interested in, please contact me, and I look forward to it. And we'll talk to you later.